Hi everyone, welcome to my little alternative genre project about mental health. This video project is intended for children, teenagers, and young adults who are currently dealing with some form of anxiety in their lives. I chose this method to share this topic because so many young people rely on YouTube videos to help them gather information, so I felt this was a good way to reach this audience. Mental health is a super common topic today, especially among young people just like you. So today we are going to be specifically talking about anxiety in the digital age. I have personally suffered from this illness with the recent events that have occurred in my life, and I hope this video can give you a little insight into some causes of anxiety. A couple of months ago, I was scrolling through Instagram and Snapchat one night when I saw a story that was uploaded by one of my best friends. I saw her and four of my closest friends getting dinner together, and I was crushed that they didn't think of inviting me. I started to feel really anxious about whether or not I was missing out on other events. This went on for months until I came to my senses and logged off social media for a while, which actually helped my anxiety. I didn't know it then, but I had a very common form of anxiety called fear of missing out, or FOMO for short, that was caused by technology. So, after doing a little bit of research on how technology affects anxiety, I decided that due to the ubiquity of social media, online gaming, and other recent technological advancements, popular modern technology causes anxiety in children, adolescents, and young adults. For all of my viewers who are above the age of 18 and are out and about in the online dating world and are wondering why you might be feeling anxious, take a look at apps such as Tinder. You guys all know about how Tinder works when you match with someone else and you start a conversation. But in the article Swipe-Based Dating Applications Use and its Association with Mental Health Outcomes, a cross-sectional study, statistics showed that people who use the dating apps showed more symptoms of anxiety. These apps create anxiety around the fact that users, just like you, need to be loved, accepted, and validated by your peers. Think about that next time you swipe right. I know some of you are not old enough to use the matchmaking apps, so I'll talk a little bit about the effects of likes and followers on social media that are giving you anxiety, since many of you younger viewers are on Instagram and Snapchat. In the article Anxiety and Social Media Use, Swansea University professor Dr. Reed talks about how the likes and followers displayed online causes a state of comparison. Since you guys know how easy it is to see likes and followers, it can make you a little anxious when you see someone on Instagram with 100,000 followers and you only have 10. It gives me anxiety, that's for sure. So be mindful next time you log on and save yourself the worry by ignoring those numbers and focus on why you specifically are using this social media technology. Do you recall my little story about how I experienced FOMO? Well, it turns out that Facebook might be the driving cause of that worry you might feel. In her article, Social Media Can Cause or Worsen Anxiety Disorders, Dana Duong shares a story of an employee whose friends got drinks without her after work since she left early. When the employee scrolled through Facebook later that evening, there were images of her friends having a great time together without her. After that happened, the employee stopped leaving work early because she was terrified of missing out on other events. This is a very real fear for many young people, as I'm sure this has happened to you. Since you can see literally everything your friends post on Facebook, including events you weren't invited to, you become fearful that you are missing out on your entire life. I know I did, and still do sometimes. For my viewers who are a little bit older and maybe new job seekers, this is for you. I'm sure you are familiar with LinkedIn, a popular online networking tool, but did you know that LinkedIn might be the root of your anxiety? In the article Social Media Can Cause or Worsen Anxiety Disorders, Duong discusses how LinkedIn recruiters and employers can view each job seeker's profile. As a perfectionist, I understand the anxiety that comes with this app because I want everything to look perfect and put together so I can put my best foot forward and get a job or at least an interview. This causes others to turn into little perfectionists as well, which can be very anxiety inducing when there is great pressure to produce a beautiful looking profile for networking and job seeking purposes. So this next technological cause of anxiety is one of my favorites to talk about because it has become so popular with young people of all ages. In the article, Social Media Can Cause or Worsen Anxiety Disorders, Duong explains that the app called Reddit is one in which you can post content to threads and others can upvote if they like the material or can downvote if they dislike it. Then the number of upvotes and downvotes you get will affect your Reddit karma points, which are out there for everyone else to see. It's a pretty brutal app to say the least, yet you guys are addicted to it and it's causing major anxiety for you guys. When you log onto Reddit, you are obsessing over the amount of upvotes you get and the Reddit karma you gain. This causes you to constantly worry about the content you post as you want it to rack up the votes and rack up your Reddit karma. This makes you extremely anxious because you don't want to get rejected all over the internet. Next time you post to a Reddit thread, try to focus on why you posted it in the first place and enjoy the material so you can obsess less about the feedback you receive from your peers. Since you just heard about a bunch of scary social media platforms that are giving you anxiety, let's talk about an everyday occurrence that is subconsciously and biologically stressing you out: notifications. You guys all know that notifications are the little messages that pop up on your screen that let you know when you have an email or a calendar event. In Aaron Brown's article, Constant Interruptions from Your Smartphone Can Change Your Brain's Chemistry to Make You Feel Anxious, Stressed, and Distracted, Dr. Bea of the world-renowned Cleveland Clinic explains that those little messages on your phone spike your cortisol or stress hormone levels and create tension within your body until you check your device. I know it sounds crazy, right? But this biological stress hormone has physical effects on your body that you honestly can't really help. So this turns into more of a health issue. Just make sure to turn off your notifications from time to time so you don't have a heart attack from all that cortisol. On a more serious note, anxiety is also caused by cyberbullying. I'm sure that some of you have encountered cyberbullying throughout school and through social media and internet platforms, but according to a 2018 Chinese study about cyberbullying and anxiety, research notes that the slope of the graph comparing anxiety, cyberbullying victimization, and low self-compassion shows that they are all correlated. Since low self-compassion and high cyberbullying victimization lead to anxiety, it is possible that this occurs because victims are scared that they are constantly being bullied online. They're also scared that the scrutiny is available for billions to see. Sadly, the article New Bully Findings Reported from Swansea University, Self-Harm, Suicidal Behaviors, and Cyberbullying in Children and Young People, Systematic Review, finds that adolescents who have been cyberbullied are 2.57 times more likely to attempt suicide. When I read about this, I couldn't believe that children were being driven to this point because of the constant bullying technology has allowed to happen. So please be kind to each other online, because this bullying technology creates long-lasting mental health issues and is taking innocent lives as well. On a bit of a lighter note, I know that social anxiety is very common among young people like you. Despite what current sources have been reporting about the effects of technology on anxiety, opposing viewpoint writer Anastasia Wythe believes differently. In her article, Online Gaming Can Help Ease Social Anxiety, she discusses how streaming online games helps her overcome her social anxiety by allowing her to gain control over social interactions, since she can enter online conversations whenever she pleases with little pressure. While online video games might have helped White's social anxiety, this is not common for many others. According to the article Psychiatric Impacts of Video Games, Internet Addiction in Children, mental health experts Dr. Arden Dingle and Dr. Jay Cothry explain that online gaming has been shown to cause social anxiety and addiction in young children who excessively play them. Since these kids are so dependent on their virtual world, they become addicted to living in it, which makes them fearful and uncomfortable when they have to leave it to socialize and do normal childhood activities. So take a break from your games and go outside and be social to keep your mind sharp and healthy. These next two technological causes of anxiety that I'm going to talk about have a lot to do with body image and beauty standards. If you use Instagram, I'm sure you are familiar with Instagram influencers and models who share every aspect of their seemingly perfect lives online. Well, it turns out that it's giving you anxiety. According to the article, yes, Instagram is making you anxious. According to a psychologist, behavioral psychologist Jamie Bloch suggests that seeing gorgeous looking people showing off their flawless lives every single day doesn't exactly make you feel great about yourself. After constantly being bombarded with these pictures, you start to compare yourself and develop anxiety over not living up to those beauty expectations set by internet media. I know I have compared myself to these models a number of times. Next time, when you start comparing, try to log off and think about what you are grateful for in your own life. This technique helped me ease my anxiety surrounding comparison on social media applications. The final cause of anxiety stemming from technology that I will discuss is the anxiety that develops from pieces of digital healthcare devices. In Jamie Ducharme's Time magazine article, Is Our Obsession with Health Data Making Us Crazy? Expert psychologist Dr. George Zigordes emphasizes that the fitness trackers count all calories and steps, causing young users to obsess over those statistics. I have personally struggled with this in my own life. Fear develops from the obsession over every calorie eaten, which causes anxiety if one does not make calories or goes over calories, for example. It creates fear over having perfect health statistics, since those numbers are always at one's disposal. If you suffer from this type of anxiety, I encourage you to delete all health apps and focus on healthy eating and exercise. This immensely helped ease my fears and obsessions over my health. Even though I had spent all that time crying and hiding in my room due to the FOMO I had experienced after my friends dumped me, I realized that social media was the root of my anxiety. Modern technology has created fear in children, adolescents, and young adults due to the popularity of social media, online gaming, and other technological advancements. It was not my intention to make you never want to touch your phone again, but to help you identify reasons why technology might be causing your anxiety. Furthermore, I hope this video even inspired you, as a member of a young generation, to help advocate for an inclusive online environment, to encourage breaks from the internet and social media when needed, and to cultivate an authentic conversation about anxiety in the digital age. Thank you so much for watching my presentation, and I hope this information helped give you some clarity surrounding anxiety. Thank you.